Good morning. Matthew 17. And after 6 days, Yeshua took Kepha and Yaakov and Yohanan his brother, and brought them up on a high mountain by themselves. And he was transformed before them, and his face shone like the sun, and his garments became as white as light. And see, Moshe and Eliyahu appeared to them, talking with them. And Kepha answering said to Yeshua, Master, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, let us make here 3 booths, one for you, one for Moshe, and one for Eliyahu. While he was still speaking, see, a bright cloud overshadowed them. And see, a voice came out of the cloud saying, This is my Son, the beloved, in whom I did delight. Hear him. And when the taught ones heard, they fell on their faces and were much afraid. And Yeshua came near and touched them and said, Rise, and do not be afraid. And having lifted up their eyes, they saw no one but Yeshua only. And as they were coming down the mountain, Yeshua commanded them, saying, Do not mention the vision to anyone until the Son of Adam is raised from the dead. And his taught ones asked him, saying, Why then do the scribes say that Eliyahu has to come first? And Yeshua answering said to them, Eliyahu is indeed coming first, and shall restore all. But I say to you that Eliyahu has already come, and they did not recognize him, but did to him whatever they wished. In this way the Son of Adam is also about to suffer by them. Then the taught ones understood that he had spoken to them about Yohanan the Immerser. And when they came to the crowd, a man came up to him, kneeling down to him and saying, Master, have compassion on my son, for he is an epileptic and suffers badly. For he often falls into the fire and often into the water. And I brought him to your taught ones, but they were unable to heal him. And Yeshua answering said, O generation, unbelieving and perverted, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring him here to me. And Yeshua rebuked the demon, and he came out of him, and the child was healed from that hour. Then the taught ones came to Yeshua by himself and said, Why were we unable to cast him out? And Yeshua said to them, Because your unbelief, for truly I say to you, if you have belief as a mustard seed, you shall say to this mountain, Move from here to there, and it shall move, and no matter shall be impossible for you. But this kind does not go out except through prayer and fasting. And while they were staying in Galilee, Yeshua said to them, The Son of Adam is about to be delivered up into the hands of men, and they shall kill him, and the 3rd day he shall be raised up. And they were deeply grieved. And when they came into Capharnaum, those who received tax came to Kepha and said, Does your teacher not pay the tax? He said, Yes. And when he came into the house, Yeshua spoke to him first, saying, What do you think, Shimon? From whom do the sovereign of the earth take toll or tax, from their own sons or from the strangers? Kepha then said to him, From the strangers. Yeshua said to him, Then the sons are exempt. But lest we cause them to stumble, go to the sea, cast in a hook, and take the fish that comes up first. And when you have opened its mouth, you shall find a stater. Take that and give it to them for me and you. At that time, the taught ones came to Yeshua, saying, "Who then is greatest in the reign of the heavens?" And Yeshua called a little child to him and set him in their midst, and said, "Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become as little children, you shall by no means enter into the reign of the heavens. Whoever then humbles himself as this little child is the greatest in the reign of the heavens. And whoever receives one little child like this in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believes in me to stumble, it is better for him that a millstone be hung around his neck, and that he be drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe to the world because of stumbling blocks! For it is necessary that stumbling blocks come, but woe to that man by whom the stumbling blocks come. And if your hand or foot causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away from you. It is better for you to enter into life lame or crippled, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be thrown into the everlasting fire. And if your eye causes you to stumble, pluck it out and throw it away from you. It is better for you to enter into life with 1 eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be thrown into the fire of Gehenna. See that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I say to you that in the heavens these messengers always see the face of my Father who is in the heavens. For the Son of Adam has come to save what was lost. What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them goes astray, would he not leave the 99 on the mountain, going to seek the one who is straying? And if he should find it, truly I say to you, he rejoices more over that sheep than over the 99 that did not go astray. Thus it is not the desire of your Father who is in the heavens that one of these little ones should be lost. And if your brother sins against you, go and convict him, between you and him alone. If he hears you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not hear, take with you 1 or 2 more, that by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word might be established. And if he refuses to hear them, say it to the assembly. And if he refuses even to hear the assembly, let him be to you like the nations and a tax collector. Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be having been bound in heaven, and whatever you loosen on earth shall be having been loosened in heaven. Again I say to you that if 2 of you agree on earth concerning any matter that they ask, it shall be done for them by my Father in the heavens. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in their midst. Then Kepha came to him and said, Master, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Up to 7 times? Yeshua said to him, I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 77 times. Up to 70 times 7. Because of this, the reign of the heavens is like a certain man, a sovereign who wished to settle accounts with his servants. And when he had begun to settle, one was brought to him who owed him 10,000 talents. But he was unable to pay. His master commanded that he be sold, with his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment be made. Then the servant fell down before him, saying, Master, have patience with me, and I shall pay you all. And the master of the servant was moved with compassion, released him, and forgave him the debt. And the servant went out and found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 denarii. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, "Pay me what you owe." Then this fellow servant fell down at his feet and begged him, saying, "Have patience with me, I shall pay you all." But he would not, and went and threw him into prison till he should pay the debt. And when his fellow servants saw what had been done, they were deeply grieved and came and reported to their master all that had taken place. Then his master called him and said to him, "Wicked servant, I forgave you all that debt, seeing you begged me. Should you not also have had compassion on your fellow servant, as I also had compassion on you?" And his master was wroth and delivered him into the torturers until he should pay all that was due him. So also my heavenly Father shall do to you, if each of you from his heart does not forgive his brother his trespasses.